Feature Friday.
The freshest. Actually, I like the video. To be honest,
The video
that's the
was hard
best.
as hell.
That's the best homemade video I've seen since this bloody thing started. Honestly, I've seen so many videos of artists like that tried to do them themselves at home, and they look like homemade movies.
I don't know
and
why-
that's okay. But this looked like a proper video. I like it.
A lot of them have studios in the house. I don't know why they just do that. This when this stuff was done, we can't name it because of YouTube. But when this whole stuff, before this whole stuff was a thing, the illness, yeah, people were making those videos where they're in studios and they sort of edit them really well and stuff like that. And I don't know why they're not doing that now. We watched, obviously everyone by now, I think half of the world probably watched the live stream of 6ix9ine, right? And I had so many thoughts when I was watching it. I just thought, well, let's just
hold on to this.
Let's hold on
ideas.
to this conversation. Let's get the cameras rolling, and I want to see what other people think. I want to see other people's opinions. That's why I love this. And one of the things, the first thing that came to my mind was what I mentioned when we were watching the video. It's like, oh my gosh, when have we ever seen this stuff play out like this? Because here's the other thing. The world right now is a weird place, right? Everyone's locked, right? So that could help him to some extent.
I was gonna say that might be playing to his advantage.
Until things die down a little bit. And people will have other things in their mind apart from 6ix9ine.
A new meme will come out.
I guess. But at the same time, when you see him do 2 million viewers in a live stream, which by the way, the highest ever was like 350,000 by some South American artist.
He literally broke the record.
Yeah, he murdered it. And I don't think at the moment there's no one that has probably the same amount of curiosity and attracts people like he does. Because anything he says, people are wondering, oh my God, what's the repercussion of this? Or what's he gonna say? What can he not say now because he's with the feds? You know what I mean?
Even I was watching it this morning, because of it, a lot of people recorded it and posted it in different platforms. And I was looking at it and I was thinking, what are the consequences of this?
What do you mean?
Like in his life, I wonder what the consequences of all this big talk and confessions in a freaking live stream to 2 million people do actually represent, and like he was saying so many things about, he was exposing his truth, and I think that was pretty brave, but why do it in such a public setting?
Well, I mean, I think he wants to be heard, and I think that's fine. I mean, he's got a platform. He wants to be heard.
Ooh, but isn't that dangerous? Don't you think it's like playing with fire?
What, tempting? I mean, one more temptation can you give? You snitched. That's already big of an X, anyways. So what else do you have to lose? And I think the only thing you probably have to lose is maybe your own dignity and people's perception of you, and you could try to fix that, through trying to explain whatever happened.
And he already did, and a lot of people are supporting.
That was really weird and surprising to me. It was like when he wasn't speaking, and it was just the narrative of the media and whatever coverage
everybody
channels
was like,
were making
oh,
and stuff
snitch,
like that. It's like, F him. He's gone. He's not gonna make a comeback. He's never gonna be back where he was. Bloody, bloody, bloody. As it says, rata-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And then he comes back, does this, it blows up, right? Because he's proving everyone wrong. That's the number one effect, right? It's like, can you fight against all the odds? Well, he is, and he's doing it. And then number two was, I don't know why, but when I was seeing the comments, like what people were commenting in the live, it was only verified people.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Maybe that's like a setting, I don't know. I'm not verified on Instagram, so I don't know if that's actually a thing. Let us know if you know if that's actually a thing. But if...
What, to fix it?
No, to just filter the comments so only verified comments come up.
I saw that, but I didn't really pick out anything.
Yeah, because if it was 2 million people, right?
Yeah, and only verified people are watching.
And it was kind of slow compared to when you see just 100,000, it's like. But the thing is, I saw "Whoa Vicky" comment.
Whoa, Vicky.
And
just another personality.
Definitely. And she was backing him and stuff like that. That was just a comment that popped up in my head. So I saw a picture of her the other day. This meme was like, it's like this duck looking thing, and then her, and it's like, make a difference, mean, but whatever. And funny. But it was like everyone was kind of being supportive. But then there was also a lot of people being like, I eat a rat for dinner. You know, it's like, it's hilarious. But it's just so intriguing to see what everyone thinks. Here's what I actually think, right? If you play, and I've said it before, if you play the game of pretending to be a gangster, which, by the way, it's no news story or news or breaking news that the rap game is fake as hell. It's fake. So, and then it's hard to know authenticity. Who's authentic? Who's real? Who isn't? You know what I mean? And who's actually a monster? Who's actually doing what they're saying in their songs they're doing? Who's actually living their lifestyle they're portraying? Because it's also the game of, okay, take out the gang stuff, right? Flexing, right? How much money do you actually have? Or are you just doing that for the whole belief of fake until you make it? Or, you know, showcase what you want to attract, right? Cool. You know, all those things work. They have. That's why it keeps happening. But then you start playing that dangerous game of sticks, of, I can't say the actual words because YouTube might demonetize this bloody video. But you know, you start playing the game of illegal substances and all that stuff, showing all this stuff, and then getting involved. But then you're faking it so much, then you're actually in it, right? Fake it till you make it. Well, you made it. You made it, dog. You're here, right? So that game, I've always said, dude,
don't play with fire because you're gonna get burned.
I don't know why people play with that. I don't see the point. I mean, even if you speak, you know, where we're from in Venezuela, I can guarantee you, if you speak to someone who's involved in gang banging and stuff like that, they will tell you don't get involved.
I know very little about him and his life and how he ended up where he ended up with the people that he ended up getting mixed up with. I mean, so I have very little like substance to actually make a concrete idea of how he ended up in that position, you know. But what if this is just me, he grew up in that environment and kind of like just saw it as normal and then got mixed up by accident? I don't know, it's just kind of I just want to see something good, you know, like perhaps isn't like.
I think here's the thing. I think he meant well at the beginning. The other thing is, you know what? He's definitely not about that life, right? Because he's with the feds. That's one thing, right? So it's like I don't understand the whole situation in terms of how do you let it dig yourself so deep. You know, and I'm sure people around him told him, dude, you're going down this weird path when you don't have to. Because when you pull the numbers he pulls, when you pull the attention he pulls.
But didn't they have some type of like control over the money that he was making?
Oh yeah, and that's what the live stream was about. He was explaining like, why did I snitch, right? Where was my loyalty in when these people weren't loyal to me? Right, they were taking my money. They were sleeping with my baby mama. They were
abducting their family and stuff.
Yeah, they were beating him up. They abducted him. They threatened to kill him. And he's like, but I was only trying to help and all this stuff. So it's like, where was my loyalty? Maybe if they didn't backstab him in his perspective, didn't backstab him, maybe it would have been different. Here's the other thing.
Isn't that the game?
I don't know.
Isn't that how they act or whatever?
I wouldn't be able to say. I've never been a gangbanger.
I know, yeah.
I'm a good boy wearing a pink hat, talking about a guy with rainbow hair.
Yeah, honestly, I have so very little to say. I just have a lot of questions, and I just wish somebody would like tell me concrete facts that I can just try to make a.
I think the good message we can probably gain from this is just. Don't
stay out of trouble.
Yeah, number one, that's good.
just don't do it.
And then number two, just don't pretend to be something you're not. You know?
Stay out of trouble, dude.
It only causes stuff. If it would have done the whole trolling stuff, the whole funny stuff, the whole getting in people's nerves, that's his whole thing.
See, I don't know a lot
about 6ix9ine. No.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I just know that.
But it isn't your niche. Yeah, it isn't your niche. But that's the weird thing. That's why I wanted to speak to you, because it's like someone that doesn't follow rap that heavily, and then someone who's into rap heavily, and then it's like, how come you know about it?
Exactly. Well,
how come our grandma knows about it?
When that happened, like when he first like got put into jail, or the whole trial thing was happening. Yeah, I was talking to my grandma, and she suddenly randomly came out with that rainbow hair dude that got put in jail. I was like, what?
It's like, do you guys know him? No.
I was like, what are you talking about, Grandma?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, it was a pretty serious deal. And I'm like, oh my God, how do you know about it?
And I wonder what people actually think. So do let us know of, like, what's your position now as a, say you were a tekashi 6ix9ine fan. Where are you now?
Yeah, what's the general consensus?
And then say you're a hater. Where are you now? Say you had no ground like I am.
Like me, like us. I was pretty neutral.
I couldn't. I mean, I care because I care about what the scene is, and I like to research, and I like to see what the hell is going on in the whole rap thing, because I like rap. I love rap. So then it's like, this made me not confused, but this has made me even more intrigued. One thing is for sure, people hate snitches. That's just one thing for sure. I don't. It's weird. It's weird because you were playing that game. So it's like,
yeah, but then again, you were put in a position where that's the best deal they offer. Like,
also, that's realistic. You know what I mean?
Like, if you put yourself, I'm not saying that what he did is the right thing to do, but it's survival of the fittest. He took the chance that was offered to him. I mean,
I don't know. And then it puts you in that weird conversation. It's like, what would you do if you were in that place?
Exactly. Like, what would you do in his shoes?
I wouldn't get myself there.
Of course not. But,
let's say I did.
It doesn't hurt for the sake of the argument.
Let's say I did. I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? I don't know what I would do, because it's like, do you betray the people that betrayed you in his eyes, right? Do you stand up against the people that you thought had your back, or do you stand down and kind of let them win to some extent? And if you go to prison, it's not gonna be fun times there. It's a crazy time, and it's also a crazy time for him. I'm just interested what's gonna happen next.
I understand why people are supporting it, though. I understand why they're being.
I don't know if people are. Let's see in the comments.
Not.
I mean, 2.7 million likes.
Not supporting what he did, but like the outcome of it all.
The video says, "It doesn't look like social distancing, but I ain't snitching." Damn. I like that comment. This man literally disrupted the YouTube algorithms like nothing at all. This Skittles commercial are getting really out of hand.
I like that.
Let us know what you think. I have no idea.
Me neither.
I have no idea what's gonna happen next, and I'm super intrigued.